crossed my line, now they're biting. Yeah, rocky coasts and lighthouses. What she knows now, I doubt it. Talk to me nice. I think your confusion starts with street lights.
Hey Virgo, welcome to your May 2019 reading with me, guys. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. I just want to get right into the tarot cards. I did already shuffle Virgo, and the underlying energy so far for May has something to do with justice. Some of you guys could be dealing with the law. You could be dealing with a Libra. This is sometimes the court system, some kind of lawyer or judge, something like that. Karma. This is a card for karma, but it is a card for balance and fairness, okay? See what's behind it. Ooh, we have the devil. So there could be some, this is heavy indication of a karma. You know, the devil is also about karma, but it is about addiction. It is also about toxicity, okay? So there could be some karmic toxicity. There might be something toxic that needs to be balanced out here. Because this situation is much without balance, okay? There might be some kind of toxic court situation or Capricorn Libra energy to consider here. But let's go ahead and shuffle Virgo and see what's going on as far as May. We're going to break it down by week. So first week of May for Virgo, please give me one card for Virgo for the first week of May 2019. Ooh, the Ace of Cups, Virgo. Alright, the Ace of Cups. The underlying energy here is the World card. So some of you guys may be celebrating new love, new pregnancy, new children, some kind of emotional new beginning, the beginning of May. I do want to mention that it's May 6th as I'm recording this. So for the majority of you, we will be watching these readings after the first week of May has taken place. But we still have the second week of May, the third week, and the fourth week of May in the future. Some of you guys have already experienced this new love. Okay, there's definitely new love here for you, Virgo. And it might be in regards to someone who has to travel to see you, because we have the World card. This is travel. It could be internet relationship. The world rules the internet. It could be a Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio combination, because we have all the fixed signs up here. But someone here is celebrating new love, okay? It could be, you know, a new child, but it's a new emotional beginning. It could be offered to you or from you, but it looks like new love. All right. It might be related to a battle for some of you guys. You might have to stand up for this new love or something like that, because there is something here that you're secretly holding on to still. It might be a Leo or a Sagittarius. Let's just continue shuffling. What is the second week of May for Virgo? And we have that devil. Okay, so it's definitely toxic energy for some of you guys. Or maybe there's new love, even though you feel chained and trapped to a different person. But this devil has definitely showed up. Now, it could be a Capricorn. I'm hoping that most of you are just experiencing a new love with a Capricorn. Maybe you have a Capricorn child. You know, maybe there's some toxicity here to consider when it comes to a child. Because there could be someone here who's giving birth or who has a child, but they're addicted to something. There is a certain addiction coming up here, Virgo. It could be pills, cigarettes, weed, alcohol. It could just be obsession or lust or feeling codependent to someone, trapped or something. We'll talk about that more, but there's something to look out for as far as the second week of May, because we have the underlying energy here of the Five of Pentacles. Some of you guys feel very left out in the cold when it comes to a karmic relation. Like, I do want you to know that there could be a karmic relationship here and a new love. Or maybe this new love is, I don't know if there's someone who drinks here, because it might be like there might be a hint here of a toxic Ace of Cups, which is, to me, that would be like this picture, but like black running out of it, like toxicity. But that would be alcohol, right? Or lust. It could just, you know, on the bright side, Virgo, this could just be a very passionate sexual new love. It might be new love in relation to, you know, there could be a lot of passion here, is all I'm saying. But the devil is being clarified by the Five of Pentacles. So the toxicity in this case has to do with like feeling left out in the cold the second week of May, maybe feeling or fearing poverty, unemployment, homelessness. Like, there's some conflict here financially for sure that has become toxic in the second week of May. Now, this is interesting. Some of you are out there have a church energy, because this is the Hierophant. It might be a Taurus who's left you out in the cold, or a Taurus who's feeling left out in the cold, or this might be a commitment that was left out in the cold. But the Hierophant is a priest, a very spiritual counselor, some kind of therapist or something. And then we have these two people who are outside of a church. So there could be a priest and a church energy here to consider as well. And we literally have the devil. So this could be any demons of yours or other people feeling trapped, chained. But it looks like it has something to do with financial conflict. Yeah, someone here has lost a job. There's like a job commitment here. The second week of May, like there's some unemployment going on here. Because we have the Three of Pentacles over here with the Hierophant. If you work with a Taurus, very important. There could even be a third party in a marriage or something where someone's at work and there's a work commitment here that's toxic. And some of you guys might be walking away from that the second week of May because you just realize that it's really, really toxic. It's really, really leaving someone in the situation out in the cold, especially if it's a Taurus. It might be your marriage that is getting left out in the cold here, Virgo, because it was toxic. I don't know. Especially if you're dealing with Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Like, you guys need to heal. Please give me the third week of May for Virgo. One card. Two of Pentacles. Yep. And because of that, you're feeling very stressed out financially. You know what I mean? And, you know, this Two of Pentacles is being validated by the Two of Swords. So there's definitely a decision to make at the third week of May, Virgo. It might involve this toxicity. It might involve new love. It might involve, I feel like it's going to be about work. It might be two jobs or two different ways of money that you're juggling, but you're really stressed out the third week of May and back and forth in your head about a decision. There could be some kind of stalemate where everything just kind of pauses and you've got these two different truths. There's two different things you value here. It's like a crossroad. And then there's two different truths here that you have as well. And it's like you probably don't want to make this decision about money. You might not know what decision to make about money, but you know it's getting toxic and it's stressful and it's juggling energy. Behind the Two of Swords, we have the Emperor. So it has to do with an Aries maybe. It might have to do with your boss. There might be a decision here in regards to authority or your boss or your father. Yeah, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and that's my Virgo card as well. So all you want is to take control of your finances. I think some of you guys are bosses, or you're your own bosses. You're entrepreneurs. This looks like someone here who's really focused on moving up in authority, like being a boss or something. But we have the Tower, Virgo, showing there. So there is some kind of shocking message that comes in, apparently, because I see the Eight of Wands sneaking out right here. There's some kind of message that's coming in quickly. Probably the third week of May. It's like a shocking energy, and it's going to affect your stability and your security, but maybe not in a bad way. At least you won't be juggling like this, because this is like a huge decision here. Okay? Back and forth, juggling, very stressed out. A lot of energy there to consider, and it's like the Two of Swords is not allowing herself to feel all that emotion behind her. And this is like the Scorpio full moon, and for you, Virgo, the Scorpio full moon is in your third house of communication. So you might not know what choice to choose here between these two different people, places, or things, because there could be someone toxic here. There could be a karmic relationship here and a new love coming in. I do see some of you guys are being offered love by a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Let's get the end of May. How does Virgo end May? Please give me a solid card to best represent the ending of May for Virgo. The fourth week of May, 2019. And we have the Six of Cups. So there's something nostalgic about the end of May. I feel like you're definitely dealing with... This is so intense, Virgo, because you're dealing with a karmic partner. You're dealing with new love coming in. You're dealing with a soulmate from your past, and you're also dealing with a twin flame. So holy fucking shit. Alright, let's just stop there for a minute and explain some of this, but we've got decisions to make here, Virgo. Now, remember, the beginning of May started out beautifully. It started out with these new emotions, these new feelings that you were feeling. Sometimes this card comes out for people who have held in a lot of their emotion, and then finally they're ready to, let it all out. So new love, whether you're offering this cup or someone else offered this cup to you, but there's new love to consider at the beginning of May. It's a new connection, a new emotional beginning. If it's not love, then it was some kind of new feeling from the universe, coming down from the universe, and a new emotional beginning to start out May. And remember, we've already been through the first week of May, and now this is the future. So this is the first half of your month. This is the second half of the month. And Virgo, Taurus is your ninth house. So this is that ninth house energy when you're going through your ninth house of travel, of beliefs. And that has both come up. Travel and both beliefs have came up with the world card was travel, and then beliefs was the Hierophant. So we've got some ninth house energy. And then when we move to Gemini, that's going to be your 10th house. So basically we've got some beliefs coming up here, and we've got some career energy. The end of May looks like it's gonna have some stuff to do with your career, but that's not what your cards are telling me, except for this. Some of you guys are definitely juggling in the career. You have a very toxic career. You're juggling way too much, Virgo, and that's what this toxic energy is. Because toxicity is anything that is not good for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this juggling, whether you're juggling work, money, people, places, things, it's becoming the devil for you. The devil is making you juggle and juggle and juggle so that you can be stressed and tired. So that needs to change. We're going to clarify some of this soon, too. So yeah, you started out the month with a new love offer. And now the second week of May is the devil. This is going to be a very devilish week for you guys, meaning that toxicity is a very important thing to keep control of. So watch how much you're drinking, watch how much you're eating, watch any toxic thoughts, any toxic people. There might be a specific Capricorn that comes up the second week of May that's very important. It might be lust. The devil card is not all bad. It's sometimes a karmic relationship where there's a lot of lust, a lot of sexual, this might be healing, sexual healing, healing toxicity, first and second week of May, but there is this devil energy to consider. And the devil is you, Virgo. The devil is me. I don't believe the devil is some mean person that's under the world, that's on fire. Like, I just don't believe that personally. I believe the devil is subconscious. Sorry. I'm back. But yeah, second week looks a little toxic. It looks like there's just some toxic energy that may come up. And remember that it might have had to do with feeling left out in the cold. It might have to do with feeling like poor or unemployed or a fear of poverty. It might just be your fears. I can't wait to clarify that devil for you, because it is a specific demon. And it's really, really interesting, Virgo. You have the devil and the lovers in your reading. So this is the difference between connection and attachment. The lovers are attached, meaning that they don't need to be physically with each other. They don't need to be chained to each other to stay with each other. You know what I mean? But this is an attachment where people feel like they have to chain somebody to stay there. Not a good energy, okay? But we got the underlying energy of a twin flame. Even though you are dealing with a karmic relationship as well, that could be very well what you're juggling, Virgo. You could be back and forth between this soulmate, this karmic, this soulmate, this karmic, and then there's an underlying energy here of your twin flame, which might be coming in June. And then whoever the hell this person is better watch out if they're coming into your life, Virgo, because you're already juggling so much, love. You're already juggling so much. So let's move to the third week of May. Speaking of that juggling, Virgo, very stressed out third week of May probably. It might be because some of you decide to separate from a toxic job, or maybe the universe just comes in and ends it or something. This is like around the time of that Scorpio full moon, okay? And you're definitely juggling something. The Scorpio full moon may bring a completion to that. Gemini season is definitely your career. So I think moving into June, you may not be juggling as much. You know what I mean? There might be a choice here to make, as far as two different jobs, something like that. Maybe there's a choice between something new and something old, because there is something new that comes in at the beginning of May, and then there's this return, this nostalgic lover. Some of you are dealing with a soulmate, okay? Because the fourth week of May is something, it's very familiar. You might be connecting with children. This is children. You might be connecting with someone from your past coming back. It might be the twin flame that's coming back at the end of May. But this is someone who you've connected with in a past life. Like, their energy is very familiar to you. And I think some of you are juggling a toxic relationship and a soulmate. And this could very well be the same person, okay? It's very possible for your soulmate and your twin flame and your karmic relationship and all those different relationships. It could very well be just this one person. It could very well be the same person that's coming in, okay? I just see an indication here of new love and healing. There is something karmic here, though. There is something you feel chained here to, and it could even be that whatever this is that you're juggling. That might be why you have to make a decision. because you don't even want to know what this is doing to you emotionally, Virgo. Like, it's causing a lot of ups and downs emotionally. But there is something coming in here from the past at the end of the month. And, you know, let me just go ahead and say, you are the, let's see, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo. You're the fifth video that I've done so far, and so far your reading has went the smoothest, because everyone else is getting like 2 cards here and 3 cards here. You, Virgo, you have 4 cards to very, very simply and easily show me how the month is going to go for you. Alright, I'm going to clarify still, but it looks like the beginning of May is just, you're feeling new things, you're feeling new love, you're feeling new healing. That's been May so far for you. The second week, it might take a turn to some addiction, some toxicity. You might, you know, new love will make you aware of how toxic something was. Feeling these new emotions, ironically, will put a highlight on how toxic something was before, or something, how toxic it was to continue juggling that, or, you know, there just might be some certain demons or something like that. It's like, of course the devil would come. You know what I'm saying? Of course your dark side would come out after this new feeling arises. You know, it's like, and I think the toxicity is related more to the 2 of Pentacles than it is the Ace of Cups. Just something to look out for at the second week of May. I'm going to clarify the devil for you very, very logically, because I want to know exactly who or what that is. Third week, you're juggling. You have a choice to make, probably because there were some changes that happened at work or something like that. And then the fourth week, the ending of May basically is very nostalgic. Maybe you go back to a certain place from the past or something like that. You go somewhere. Maybe this is visiting a childhood home. Maybe you run into someone who you knew in high school. Okay, underlying energy for the whole month of May so far is the Lovers, the 7 of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune, Virgo, and the Fool. So there is a new beginning here. Maybe with a Queen of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Or maybe this is about no longer waiting, Virgo, like the 7 of Pentacles, and taking action. You're going to have to take action in May in order to take a risk and start something new. You can't stick around with this karma. You can't stick around and stay juggling here in the past. Like, you're juggling something from the past still. Even though there's this new love that's actually working out, there's still this toxicity you're juggling from the past, Virgo. Now, there is a decision. I already showed you the devil and the Lovers. It's either you want to be connected to someone or you want to be attached. The difference between attachment and connection is that in a connection, both people are benefiting, right? There's no restriction. There's no force. In an attachment, only one person is usually benefiting from the energy. You know, it's like kind of like plugging something into a wall and just sucking that energy from it. So you definitely want a connection, right? You don't want to feel attached to something, but there's a choice to make here. It might be a Gemini. I do see Gemini energy. It might be a Gemini coming in with this new love, Virgo. But there is an obstacle in between these 2 lovers. There's that mountain there. So they might be far apart physically. There's just always something. With twin flames, there's just something, you know, that gets in the way of these 2 people. And it might be a choice. It might be a third party or something like that. Some of you guys are very overwhelmed with all your options. Just please know that there is an option from your past that is most likely a soulmate. There is an option of a karmic. Some of you guys are still not done fulfilling a karmic contract with someone. You still have to juggle that with this new stuff coming in and with this old stuff. There's new, literally, you start the month off new and you end the month off old. So that can mean new love and old love, or someone who feels more familiar to you. But you also have, literally, I've never seen this before, twin flame, soulmate, and karmic partner. Wow. Hopefully it's all just the same person or something. But some of you guys have a lot of different options. Like, when it comes to love, you guys are trying to close your eyes and just pick one. But you be very careful, because one of these options is toxic, or not one of them, but just several of them. There's only certain amount of options here that will be good for you emotionally. Some of you are very confused. You might have had, maybe there's some fantasies here about someone who's far away or something. But yeah, there's some someone's overwhelmed emotionally with this connection. And there is someone here who's spying. I don't know if it's you, Virgo, or someone else, but someone here is watching the decisions that you make. And it could be someone exterior to your relationship, but this looks like someone who's spying on you. when it comes to how confused you are with this lover. And we do have the World. So there is some change here as far as your destiny coming in. You know, whatever this truth is, you might get a message here or something at some point in May. But this is a very truthful destiny. This is destiny spying on you, Virgo. It is the planet Jupiter, which is squaring you right now in Sagittarius. So I didn't realize that. But this is your destiny. This is fortune. So the truth about your destiny is coming up here. And why it is that you were so confused and overwhelmed in this relationship. But again, taking action instead of waiting for something to grow. Just take your own action and make your own risks. Take your own risks this month. Make your own leaps of faith. Because in this case, there is someone here who is leaping into their own destiny. Like, this is a destined risk. There's a risk that you're destined to take, Virgo, in May. You're destined to take this action towards this leap of faith because it is aligned with this truth. It could be an air sign here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I mean, we got all the elements here pretty much. But the underlying energy is this confusing twin flame connection, which, trust me, I know. Let's clarify some of this though, Virgo. Let's clarify why the Ace of Cups is coming out at the beginning of May. So please clarify the Ace of Cups for Virgo. 10 of Cups. Wow. So that's literally an ending and a beginning. Okay, the 10 of Cups is the last water card, and then the Ace of Cups is the first water card. So again, with the beginnings and the endings. This is a new love offer. It could have to do with a happy home environment, family. Like, there's children here, at least 2 of them. Maybe more, maybe less. But maybe this is a new child or something. But it looks like a really new love. Like, this is so happy. This is blessings, white picket fence. Very emotionally fulfilling, this new love coming in at the beginning of May. I hope all you guys know who this is for you. Because it's a new love offer. It could just be an offer for a new home or something that's coming in at the beginning of May. It might be a new child that's coming into the home or something. But wow, Ace of Cups being clarified by the 10 of Cups. Just beautiful. Underlying energy is the 6 of Wands and the 6 of Pentacles. So yeah, you guys are in a situation where there's 2 people who are mirroring each other. One of you guys are receiving, now this could just be both you, Virgo, but when I see a 6-6 like this, and we're heading into that devil energy, not that that number is evil, but you guys know the connection there. 6 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles. So this energy is all about receiving attention, celebrating, public acknowledgement, victory. And this is about giving to the less fortunate, charity, only giving what you receive, like equal give and take here. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is a Virgo to me. It's a messenger. And some of you guys have water energy, or you're with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. There might be a water sign who is single here. It might be a Cancer. I do see a Cancer here, a single Cancer, and they might be offering you something. Or maybe this is about you moving forward. Maybe there's some money here that comes in for you guys to get a car. I'm not sure. Let's clarify this devil. Spirit, please clarify the devil for Virgo in May. What is this devil energy for the 2nd week? The 8 of Swords. And I do see, if you guys can see how my cards did that, we have the Strength cards. So you're going to need strength when it comes to this confusion, when it comes to all these different options. You guys might be in a situation where someone's in jail. Okay, there might be someone who's toxic and in jail or something like that, because we do have the 8 of, it might even be one of your friends, Virgo, someone that you celebrate with. It might be a Pisces, or maybe this is just a secret or something like that. But we have the Moon here. It could be a Pisces or a Cancer. Hold on now. Let's talk about these cards here, the Devil and the 8 of Swords, because now we know more about this devil. Now we know that this is your own demons in your own head, which is good, Virgo, because we don't want no real ass devils coming to you. We don't want no real toxic people around you. And that could be true for some of you, but what this is telling me is that someone here has a very negative way of thinking, especially on the 2nd week of May. They're very trapped in their head, which has become toxic. They're not allowing themselves to feel emotion. They're in their head. And Virgo, we know how much you overthink sometimes about all this information, all these different facts. And it's like you don't know the way forward out of this. You guys are like in a very toxic prison mentally. A lot of toxic negative thoughts here that someone feels trapped in. And it's so interesting because there's love all around you. There's the past, there's new, there's so many options, but you are dealing with your own toxic thoughts right now. Something that you can't see. And the way forward is the front door, Virgo. Like, Some of you guys feel trapped in this karmic relationship. You have this lustful, passionate connection with someone, and you just feel so trapped inside your own head about this devil. You know, the devil is your own mind in this case, Virgo. Very negative victim mindset. Okay, that is your devil for the second week of May. We may talk about that more. And this may have to do with some kind of celebration. Some of you guys are drinking way too much, Virgo, at the second week of May. Okay, now you guys might be celebrating something, which is fine. A little bit of something is okay, but too much is suddenly bad. Remember that, okay? You guys know if you guys are out there addicted to certain things, substances. Now, you can be addicted to people as well. You could be addicted to work, Virgo. You could be addicted to fixing things and juggling. So just keep in mind what that devil card might mean for you. It might be someone outside of you. I don't know. It's a very toxic situation, though, that you feel trapped in. And the underlying energy for it is the Three of Cups and the Moon card and the Five of Cups. So, again, I don't know if it has to do with some drinking going on here, because these are three women who's going out to drink. But then we have this Pisces. I don't know if you guys have any Pisces friends, or if this is a fear of something. But, you know, we have the Three of Cups. Careful of toxic friends who kind of influence you. This is temptation, Virgo, okay, inside your own head, and also just feeling really trapped. Now, some of you guys might be, now see these three cups here that I just set down? The Five of Cups is here as well, and there are three cups in this card that are knocked over. So some of you guys are kicking an addiction habit. You're no longer drinking, smoking, something, and it might have been a toxic relationship that ended. It's water under the bridge now, Virgo, and you're very depressed about it, though. Some of you guys are depressed drinking. Like you're drinking and you're depressed, I see, at the second week of May or something. Or you're doing something because you're depressed. But I do see that too, that someone's going out and celebrating and drinking because they're depressed. And this is something that you felt you lost at a soul level. And this is a very pessimistic energy, you know, seeing the glass half empty instead of half full. And if this is a relationship, you guys need to turn around and see that there's still love here. Okay, especially if you're dealing with a Cancer or Pisces, because some of you guys feel that you lost out on something with a Pisces. There might be a Pisces who's single. I do see a single Pisces. Now we have a Leo here as well. Someone has a Leo moon. Okay, or maybe there's a Pisces and a Leo that are single, something like that. But no wonder you're confused and like have all these options. Alright? And this might be the Scorpio full moon that reveals this to you. But wow, the fact that the Three of Cups is validating the Eight of Swords, it's like, I don't know if you should let your friends help you or something like that, Virgo. Let's clarify the Two of Pentacles. Why is the Two of Pentacles here for Virgo? Third week of May. Third week of May, why is the Two of Pentacles here? Two of Pentacles for Virgo, third week of May. Okay, Eight of Wands. So there is some kind of travel. I don't know if you guys are deciding whether you should travel the third week of May, or if there's some kind of message that comes in the third week of May in regards to how much you've been juggling. This is very fast forward movement. Some of you guys could definitely be traveling for work or something like that, or just going somewhere towards the end of May, and it might involve love, because now remember you had the Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords. Now you're getting the Two of Cups. So I cannot express how important decisions are at the end or the third week of May, because there's going to be some fast forward movement. You may travel. There may be a message that comes to you via text, internet, whatever. It might be the arrows of love. I don't know if some of you guys are just juggling so many different things and people, but we have a decision here that may affect your relationships. Behind that, we have the World. So some of you guys are completing a cycle in your relationships. And that is exactly why you're going through karmic, twin, and soulmate relationships, some of you. Because when you end that karmic cycle of this jail, when you release that toxicity, even if you manage to beat your own demons with that karmic partner around. I mean, it's kind of hard to be a demon when your karmic partner's around, because they represent that demon for you. So you have to, in order to beat that demon, you kind of have to kill them or destroy them. So no wonder you're in your head thinking very negatively about this toxic way of thinking and stuff. But luckily things pick up the third week of May. There's this decision. There's these cycles of relationships that end. You have to stand up for it though, Virgo. There's all these battles. Okay, and this cycle is almost over. It could be a message about someone who wants to connect with you though, wants to get back with you. Please clarify the Six of Cups, the fourth week of May 2019 for Virgo. Why is the Six of Cups? Wow, that Two of Cups comes back out. So, wow. Okay, this now, and look, the world is right at the bottom for your whole reading. This was such a easy going reading, Virgo. I feel like so far this is the easiest Virgo reading I've ever given. Plus, you have been the easiest reading out of the four that I've already done. Okay, you just cooperated with me really well. Your truth is here. 8 cards. This is exactly what I wanted. Well, something like that. But it came out real smooth, okay? And we have 2 indications of a soulmate. By the end of May, you're going to be getting back with some of you guys. The people who watch this reading are going to be getting back with someone from their past. And you might have children with this person, but these are 2 soulmates relationships. The 6 of Cups, someone from your past, someone you connected with as a child. Then the 2 of Cups is those people a little bit older now getting back together. Soulmate relationship for sure. But, you know, you may have a decision to make from your past in regards to love. Like, there's someone from your past that you have a decision to make about, Virgo, at the 4th week of May. Straight up. Straight up. Okay? The bottom of your deck is the World, the 9 of Wands, the 3 of Swords, and the 8 of Cups. So there's a heartbreak here that someone has to walk away from too in order to get balance, in order to get, because someone here wasn't getting what they were giving. Okay, like, and again, the 6-6. This is twin flame. Some of you guys have just been with someone who could mirror you, but that's why there was this argument. You know, some of you guys have been really fighting and arguing with your twin flame. Could be a Gemini. Someone here does not want to fight with their twin flame anymore, and it may very well be a Pisces who is now single by the end of May, because we have some arguments. You know, twin flames here. All these mirroring, this connection has been quite. There's something that needs to change about how you guys talk to each other, okay? Because you're just mirroring each other. 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. Like, there's victory here, there's financial balance, but wow. This to me is a cycle that ends. It's been such a battle trying to end this cycle. Okay, it's like this is one of the last battles in May that takes place, and it is heartbreaking. You do have to walk away. This might be someone who, this is literally a separation, a breakup. And this is you walking away from that breakup. But the 8 of Cups is sometimes someone who wants to come back. So it makes sense that there might be a separation that makes someone leave, and then they make, I don't know. But they're walking away, and it's due to some kind of separation, third-party betrayal. That's what the battle has been about. This has been literally someone who's been fighting with a broken heart. Someone who's defensive because their heart's broken. And it's like the world is the end of a cycle. Okay, that's to your bottom of your deck. So Virgo, new love coming in at the beginning of the month, man. And it looks like it's maybe a new home environment. You might move in with this person. They may come visit your home, and like they fit in so nicely with your children and all that. 2nd week of May, though, for some reason there's this bombardment of a toxic, trapped energy. Like, you become extremely aware of the toxicity you're trapped in, which for some of you is just your own damn mind. The way out is to let yourself feel what you're feeling, get yourself out of your head. Logic is not always the way to go, Virgo, especially with the devil. The devil knows logic. What he doesn't know, though, what the devil doesn't know is genuine kindness, emotion, love, healing energy. The devil doesn't really like those kind of energies, so that's the way to get out of that, out of your own devil mind. 3rd week of May, you're juggling, you're stressed out. Remember, there is some kind of job situation that happens in the middle of May. And it might involve travel. It might involve some kind of message that comes quickly. I don't know. And then the 4th week of May, the ending of May, is literally some kind of love from the past. Love from the past. I mean, I've never really seen something like that. I do know a bit about karmic twin flame, soulmate stuff, but gosh, I mean, I've just never known someone to have it all in one reading. So I just think at the end of the month, you're going to have a choice to make from your past. It might be someone coming back to reconcile. But first, you have to end this cycle. Some of you have your own karma to fulfill. So Virgo, that is your reading for May. Hopefully that resonated. If it did and you want me to take a look at your personal energy, you want me to do a personal reading for you, look in my description box for any additional information you might need for that. And other than that, guys, have a great May. 2nd week of May, really important. Last week of May. Not that this isn't important, but I'm being led to the 2nd week and the 4th week of May. Those seem the most impactful. Thanks, Virgo. I'll see you in June.